What began as an experiment to bring my 11-year-old daughter into my business has evolved into Our Young Creators, a podcast, a training center, and a movement dedicated to equipping kids with real-world marketable skills so that they can fund their own brighter futures. We're here to inspire you to turn consumption time on devices into creation time and use technology as a tool to bond and not bicker with your kids. Join us each week as we share the inner workings of our partnership and bring you stories from guests of all ages and from all walks of life on our quest to nurture and to celebrate our young creators. Have you ever been scrolling in your newsfeed and all of a sudden you just stop? There is something on your screen that catches your eye and you're mesmerized by the image that you see. I know that I have done that, and today I have a very special guest for us who is going to sort of unpackage why people might do that and how you can do the same. My name is Yang Pratt, and I'm the Chief Dreamer and Podcaster right here at Our Young Creators. And today it is my honor to introduce you to my good friend, Nicole Thompson. Now, Nicole is a 28-year graphic design expert. She's a graduate of Podcast in a Weekend and host of the Build Your Wealth podcast. And I'm thrilled that she said yes to sharing her graphic design expertise with us today. Welcome, Nicole.
Hi, Young. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm excited to be here.
So 28 years in the world of graphic design seems like a very long time. So I could definitely call you the guru of graphics. Would that be an appropriate title?
Well, if I don't want to toot my own horn, I'd probably say no.
If I'd like to do it for you, I will. I'll toot your horn for you.
Okay, thank you. I'll take it.
So what is it about graphic design that made you say, yes, I want to spend my life doing that?
You know, I kind of fell into graphic design. I started working in a print shop when I was about 17 years old and got into the pre-press department, where I was working on creating the different graphics that would go into the actual print pieces. And I just grew to love it. I think one of the main things that I really enjoyed about any of the pieces that I was assigned to create was when I got to really design it from scratch, to come up with the different graphics and the icons and the fonts and the lettering and really put it together and have it come out to be something that was really eye-catching and that the customer loved in the end.
And it's such a great work of art too, because there are those images when I'm scrolling or if I'm driving around town or go visit a new city, you see those graphics that just catch your eye. And there's probably a good reason why certain graphics catch our eye and others don't. Is that correct?
That is very true. Very true. The big cause for this is the human brain is designed to avoid confusion. Mm-hmm. So as soon as we see a graphic that's confusing, muddled, too many things all going on at the same time, our brains try to protect us and shoot away from that image. But when we see something that's clean, crisp, clear, bright, colorful, it actually beckons us to look in and find out more. So that is one of the key reasons that I absolutely love designing graphics. And now I teach graphics on a very simple platform so that other people can learn the basics behind it and make their own graphics to create a scroll stopping design.
And that's a really big deal to be able to take this in our own hands and have somebody guide us, because I remember as an early entrepreneur 17 years ago, I didn't really think too much about graphic design, but then I'd look at other people's graphic design and say, I want to have that too, but I had no idea where to find that, how to even find someone to do it for me. So I started buying all sorts of these expensive design programs, and you have to buy a whole book even just to be able to do a simple design. So we've definitely come a long way since then. So can you tell us how you are helping, I guess, new entrepreneurs or those newer to design and graphic design for their business? What have you created for them?
I've created a DIY course that's taught right online that they will learn the basics of graphic design so that they can create those scroll stopping images and not have to deal with not knowing their way around creating the designs.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's a level of adding too many things. With so many features available in the different design applications, it's very easy to put way too many of them all in the same piece. And I teach this class in a way that will explain to them and really shine the spotlight on how important it is to simplify their graphics.
And I love that term simplify, because I think when there are so many opportunities available and so many options, it's really easy to get excited and want to put everything on one graphic design. And I know that I have been so guilty of that. And I look back now thinking, why did I ever think that was good? Or why did I ever create that? Because now I just see a jumbled mess and, pulling people's attention from one thing to the next on one artwork. And so I love, love, love simple. So for this class, can anyone take this class, or who really specifically is this class designed for?
Anyone can take the class, really. Anybody who wants to learn graphic designs. It's a very easy to follow along class. It can take someone who's never touched a graphic before and turn them into a graphic designer creating professional looking pieces in as little as one day. So anybody can take the class that wants to really make their graphics shine, especially in their social media.
Okay, did you all hear that? One day,
Oh,
in one day, you can become a designer. So for someone like me who has taken years and years and years to figure out how to make this all work and really struggled, the idea of being able to have somebody like Nicole, who is a 28-year graphics design veteran, literally there with me, telling me what to do, pushing pause on a video and going to do it. There's something really magical about this. And I want to ask a follow-up question. And now you said everybody. If somebody who is watching or listening has kids in their house and they're really leaning into this idea of allowing kids to be creative, would this be a class for them as well?
absolutely, because I really did design it so it's super, super simple. It takes the student from very, very start, from the super simple basics, all the way through designing a full-on graphic, including photos, fonts. I go over the different font styles, and it just makes it so that anybody at any level can learn how to do it.
That is fantastic. So, Nicole, where can they get their hands on this class and start to dive in?
Enrollment's open now, and it's only open for a couple more days because class starts on Monday, November 19th. But if they'd like to learn more or to sign up for the class, they can go to designerinadaday.com, and that'll get you right over to the page that's going to teach you more about what the class entails and give you the link so that you can sign up.
Amazing. And before we make it a wrap for today, I want to ask you one final question. Maybe give people a taste of what's in this class. I'd love to know one of the biggest mistakes that new graphic designers make right out of the gate.
It's going to go right back to what we were talking about earlier, is simplicity. The one really key thing that everyone needs to remember is to give it a kiss. Keep it super simple, and you're going to have a scroll stopping design every single time.
All right, you heard it here. Keep it super simple with everything in your business, but particularly your graphic design. And if you want to be a designer in a day, definitely click the link that we'll put down below this video after we wrap and get yourself a seat in Nicole's class and let her walk you through the process to create those scroll stopping images in just one day. Nicole, I want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to sit and chat with us and tell us about this extraordinary program that you have created.
Thank you, Young, for having me. I really appreciate you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone who is watching live, catching the replay, or listening over on the podcast. I'm Young Pratt, and we've just had an amazing conversation with Nicole Thompson, and she's going to show you how to become a designer in a day. Cheers, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast. If you have a takeaway from today's episode, I would love to hear about it. Head on over to Instagram and tag me at Our Young Creators, or send me a direct message right there. Until next time, my friends, I wish you the most amazing day. Cheers.